Hello everyone, welcome to the class, Application of BIM Technology. Starting from this lesson, we will be learning the Revit software program of BIM technology. 1. Cognition of BIM and Revit.
1. Cognition of BIM and Revit. I will introduce them one by one in the following 3 aspects. 1. Basic terminologies in Revit. Basic components of Revit projects. 1. Project. In Revit, a project is a single design database model. The project file contains all the design information for the building. By using a single project file, user can easily modify the design and also make changes reflected in all associated areas. Thus, only one file needs to be tracked for the project management. 2. Element. Revit contains 3 types of elements. 1. Model elements, the actual 3D geometry that represents the building, such as walls, columns, floors, doors, and windows. 2. Datum elements, assisted in defining project scope, such as grids, levels, and reference planes. 3. View-specific elements, displayed only in the view in which they are placed, describing or archiving model elements such as dimensions, tags, and 2D details. Revit grades elements by category, family, and type. Category. A category is a set of elements used to model or archive a design. For example, the category of model elements include furniture, doors, and windows, bathroom equipment. Family. Families, which are the components that make up a project. It is also the carrying of the parameter information. With families, elements are grouped based on the commonality of parameter sets, similarity in both usage and graphic representation. For example, double casement window can have different size and materials and the family. Type. A family can have multiple types, which are used to represent different parameter values of the same family. For example, double flat windows. In this family, different types correspond to different sizes of windows. 6. Insistence. Actual items placed in the project. There is a specific location in the building or on a sheet. 2. Introduce the interface function of Revit architecture. In this part, we will switch to Revit software. At the top left of the software interface is the file. Files provide access to common operations, including recently opened files, new, open, save, save as. Meanwhile, it also includes the more advanced tool, export. You can export to CAD of different formats. You can also export images, animations, schedules, and so on. At the lower right of the file, click the Option button and to the Option dialog box. You can view and modify file locations, user interface, and graphics setting. First, let's open the user interface. In the configure, tools and analysis, you can use different options to configure the measures you need. For example, there's just one major architecture in the functional area. If all we need is the architecture component and structure component, you can check Structure tab and Tools and click OK. You'll find the rainbow will show architecture measures and structure measures. Enter to the option dialog box again. In the user interface, you can customize keyboard shortcuts. For example, select Type Properties, and you can press New key and click Assign LX to the Type Properties. Complete the setting of the keyboard shortcuts. Open the Graphics panel. You can change the background color of the drawing area here. You can change the size of temporary dimension text appearance. The size is range from 8 to 20. The large, the number, the large, the size of the text. Enter to the file locations. In the project templates, click Add Value and select Structure Analysis, and change the name to Structural Template. In this way, we have completed the setting of the structure template. Click OK. At the top of the interface is the Quick Access toolbar, which mainly provides some commonly used commands. It is convenient for users to use some easily accessed commands. For example, enter to the 3D view. If you want to add commonly used commands to this toolbar, just right-click any icon. For example, right-click the door and select Add to Quick Access toolbar. In this way, the door command is added to the Quick Access toolbar. The Quick Access toolbar can be shown above the rainbow. It can also be shown below the rainbow. If you need to modify the Quick Access toolbar, you can select the Customize Quick Access toolbar. You can complete your editing by move up, move down, add separator, remove, and other commands. If you want to quickly finish editing the Quick Access toolbar, place the mouse over the icon you want to modify. Right-click to complete the corresponding modification. It is important to note that on the contextual rainbow table, some tools cannot be added to the Quick Access toolbar. Rainbow. Above the view window of the Revit is the rainbow. A series of tabs are built into the rainbow. Rainbow commands can be launched by directly clicking on the icon or enter the shortcut command. For example, the shortcut command is WA. Or click the drop-down button, you can select the next level option of the command. When the OR command is invoked, You will find that Revit will add a new button, Modify Place or Rainbow tab. Many includes various commands for joining or modify elements. Press ESC to exit the command. The tab will be closed. After starting the command, you will find an additional option bar is placed below the rainbow. Provide more choice and display the properties of the selected object. At the bottom left of the window is the status bar, which provides some tips or tricks when using a tool. Tell the user what to do next. When highlighting an element or component, the status bar displays the names of families and types. On the far left of the Revit interface is the combined Project Browser and Properties dialog box. The project browser can be divided into several categories. The first category is the views. Expand the views, including floor plans, ceiling plans, 3D views, elevations. Expand floor plans. Double-click to enter to second floor. Expand elevations. Double-click to enter south elevations. Expand 3D views. Double-click to enter to 3D view. That is, you can easily switch views through the project browser. Meanwhile, we can see that other categories: legends, schedules, quantities, sheets, families, groups. The Properties dialog box is mainly used to display the instance properties of the selected project. No items are currently selected. This dialog box will display the properties of the current view you are in. The current view is 3D view. The properties displays the 3D views properties. The current view is the first floor plan view. The properties of the floor plan are displayed. Attributes are divided into instance properties and type properties. Instance properties that can be added immediately. These parameters change only the objects that are added to model at this time. Enter to the 3D view. For example, select a project or element that already exists in the model. Here we select this window. Then, in the instance properties panel, the parameters you see immediately will only change the object you select. We change the cell height to 600. And you can see only the cell height of the selected window has been changed. No changes have been made to the other windows. Type properties. Type properties change each item of the type in the entire model when added. For example, we select the exterior or we choose the type concrete block 200. Click Edit Type, enter to the type properties. At this point, you have two choices. You can click Duplicate in the top right corner to create a new wall type, or directly change its structural parameter. Click Edit, enter to the Edit Assembly and change the material to masonry ordinary bricks. Click OK twice. At this point, we'll find that the exterior or the materials have been changed at the same time. View tab. You can take advantage of some of the features in the navigation bar in Revit. To activate the navigation bar, View tab, User Interface, drop down and check the navigation bar is turned on. Enter to the first floor plan view. The next item is the traditional zoom control function on the navigation bar, including zoom in range, preference pan. On the view bar, you will see an icon called Scene Lines. Select it, and all the lines will be rearranged as scene lines. Below the View tab is the 3D view. Enter to the 3D view. Many use to open default or graphic 3D views. At the top right is the View cube. It can realize the fast switching of all directions of the model. You can also use shortcut commands. For example, holding down the middle mouse button, you can pan the model directly. Shift plus middle mouse can realize the function of rotation. Control plus middle mouse can realize zoom function. This black area where the current model object is located is the view window. This area is mainly used to display drawing models. At the bottom of the view window, you will see a mini toolbar. This is the view control bar. It mainly includes the following functions. Enter to the first floor plan view again. The first item is the zoom function. In Revit, you can select this menu to change the scale of the view. When the scale changes, Revit scans the annotations and symbols accordingly. The second is the detail level, which allows you to view the model and different quantities. You have 3 levels to choose from: coarse, medium, fine. The third is the layer style. Enter to the 3D view to see the effect. Layer style changes from weak to strong according to the display effect, divided into wireframe, hidden line, shaded, consistent color, realistic. The stronger the display, the higher the performance requirements of the computer. Therefore, according to your own needs, choose the appropriate display effect. Temporary hide, isolate. For example, choose roof and select isolate category. Roofs of the same category as the selected objects will be isolated, which can be multiple categories. Select the roof and the window at the same time, and then select Isolate category. And choose Hidden category. Hide category means to hide all the elements of the same category as the selected objects, which can be multi-category. Select Isolate element, which means that only the current selected elements are displayed. Select Hide element, which means that only the current selected elements are hidden. Other items on the view control bar, which we will discuss as we work. Let's review the knowledge of today's content. The characteristic of Revit software, which mainly explains project elements, categories, families, types, and instance. 2. Option settings in Revit, which mainly explains professional configuration, project template settings, keyboard shortcuts. 3. Introduction to the Revit interface, which mainly explains Rainbow, project browser, properties, dialog box.
Everyone, that's all for today's class. See you.